Hey everybody, and welcome to Woodcrest Bonsai. Today I want to do a real short video on using straws to help aerial roots on ficus trees to promote them to hit the ground. There's a couple of benefits of doing this. One is that the straw itself produces a super humid microclimate for the roots to grow in. And secondly, you can put the root where you want it. So like this guy here that we're showing in the straw is coming out like this. You can see a bunch of other aerial roots that naturally have already hit the ground. But this one was kind of curved back around, as most of these were. If you watch the video of the original styling of this tree, a lot of these roots here were all curved back. So here's another straw that's also guiding this root down to here because it was spinning around here. You can see some roots are spun around the trunk, and you're never going to change those. But even with roots, so like here's one right here, and if we look at the tip, the growing tip, I can find which one it is. You can, oh, come on, you can see the growing tip has nice white growth. And so, and once again, there's like 3 or 4 from here, and they're all kind of just going in there. So I want these guys to come out further like this. So I've got a straw, and I'm going to do that with that one root that has that nice white tip. Bring it out like this, and you notice it's just not quite hitting the soil. So you can put it in the straw and then put the straw into the soil, and it will root much easier into that position. I'm also going to take this straw off here because this root, I know it's hard to see, but you'll see it when the straw is removed. This root has just produced huge amount of growing leaders, and it has now rooted into the ground too. So, and then there's another one right here, this root here, that also shoots back against the grain. And if I pull it out of the ground, you'll see it too has really nice white brand new growth, but I don't want it way back in here. I want it out like this. So I'm going to take this straw, because the straws are reusable. And the technique I use is I split the straw lengthwise before I even put it on. Because getting them off, trying to split them with all the roots, you'll see this thing is almost full of roots, is almost impossible. So I split the straw first, which makes it much easier to remove. And since they're plastic, and we all know plastic is going to be around for millions of years, they're reusable over and over and over and over again, as long as they don't get any kind of damage. So I'm going to set up the tripod and take this straw off of this root and put it on to this one. So I'm in position, and so it's just a matter of finding where the split is and just pulling the root out of the straw. And as you can see, look at all those white roots. Probably took this off a little premature, but it does have some root tips that have already hit the ground. And then, even though it's split, sometimes it's much easier to just thread the new root like this. Well, sometimes I think this part of the root is pretty robust, but up here it's just too thin. So then it's just a matter of taking the root, and I know my hands are in the way again, and just opening up the split and pushing the root into the split. And even though it's split, it's going to hold its shape. I'm going to try to position it so that the growing tip is right at the end of the straw. Get that baby in there. There we go. So now the straw is wrapped completely around the root. And we're going to take it like that. And then we're going to push it down into the soil. And the root has decided to come out of the split up here, but it's just not that big of a deal. So now this root will follow that line, just as this root followed this line. So that's it. It's a super easy way to promote the roots down into the soil and also put them in the position that you want, so you get the look instead of, some of these roots here that are a little bit curved and everything, I'm not worried about that, but I didn't want anything coming back against the grain. So I want all my aerial roots to move away from the trunk, much like the way you want your branches. On this side here, I used a little time like one of those puncture, and this straw is just way too little, but it seems to be working. There's other roots here. There's like that guy right there, behind another one behind it, another one up here. That I like to promote down into the soil, so that and here's down in here somewhere. So here's another root that I just did off camera. Took the straw, guided the root down. You can see it has brand new growth here, but it's about an inch and a half before it's going to hit the soil. And this root was way down in here, which I did not want. So now it's going to be in perfect position. So if we look like this, all the aerial roots will be coming down like this away from the trunk. So it's a great way to do it. So that's it for that guy. So having the straws is an excellent way to get the roots down into the soil. I seem to be having brain fog this morning, but oh well. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you can watch this guy continue to develop every time I take another video of this Banyan style Philippinensis. And leave a comment if you'd like. And thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.